What's the reason that I'm not so passionate about WoW anymore? This is what I'm doing when I log on World of Warcraft. Spamming dungeons. For me to do one level, it takes like 8 to 10 dungeon runs. Same dungeons I've been through dozens of times already because I've been playing WoW for a couple years. This is Mr. Pandari Classic obviously, but this applies to any other expansion. And it just feels like a job. It feels like a chore. Just having to level up, going from 85 to 90 doesn't sound like a big deal, only 5 levels. But each level takes you like what? 2 hours of slash played doing something you don't enjoy at all. You might say, why don't you quest instead? It's the same thing. It's the same quest I've been through. And even if I haven't, you just have to gather materials or kill mobs. Nothing new, same old. And if you're looking for different World of Warcraft private server options where you can play with some different features, maybe different people and servers you've never even heard of, G-Top 100 is the place to go. That's also one of the reasons I believe Classic Plus is getting so much hype and attention and people like it, because it is the game they love, but it's different. There's different content, different zones, classes played differently, and I guess that's the future of World of Warcraft expansions and servers. They'll be focusing on more custom content and definitely boosted rates. Up until like 2020, I always said I love Blizz-like XP rates because you work hard for it, you give that character a soul by playing on it and leveling with it, going through the entire journey. But nowadays I'm like, no. If there's not at least times 5 XP rates, I don't want to play it. Because it's literally gonna be an endless grind that is completely unenjoyable to me. And the truth is, like 90% of the players have played World of Warcraft in the past. So they already went through most of these things, most likely. And that's why even when new patch content hits, everybody plays it for like a couple weeks at best. And then they leave and might come back for the next expansion or for the next major patch, because it's just a little bit more of the same old again. There's no true exploration anymore in the game. Season of Discovery kind of gave us a little bit of that, and it was vastly popular, at least towards the beginning, but unfortunately that didn't last for too long either. And especially the fact that most servers, even talking about retail and classic, don't really have future. It's just something new, something fresh. As we can see with the seasonal realms, Season of Discovery, Classic now. You jump on a super hyped project, new expansion, and then it dies to whatever comes after that is somewhat new. Everybody leaves. You lose your friends, the people you played with. Nobody's around anymore. Even in general, people I used to play with 5-10 years ago, most of them no longer play. If they do, they have different priorities. They have families, they have jobs. So we have to work around our schedules. It's not spontaneous anymore. It's like, all right, we got raids that we have to take care of, run those weekly, do our arena caps, whatever. And it's not the enjoyment of the game anymore. Again, it's just a chore. I have to do this, and that to be able to progress, get better gear, whatever. And a lot of this min-maxing. Not just playing the game for the enjoyment, but you have to have this kind of item level, this kind of experience and achievements. Otherwise, you aren't even able to get in groups and thus play the game. And this is across any server, any community. It's basically the exact same thing. It's not like, oh, the server is full of toxic people. You're never gonna get in a group because it's a terrible server. No, it's almost the same anywhere you'd go. It's still the same people. The one thing that keeps me going are mostly just servers where there's good population, where there's actual people to play with. And even having played on Warmane and Ixia lately, I can see the dungeon queues are like 20 to 25 minutes on average for a DPS leveling. So even that one's struggling. But at least I know it has a future. It will progress through Wrath of Lich King, and then the characters get transferred over to Icecrown, where they will be forever because Icecrown never dies. Like, that's one of the very few servers where I have that certainty of being able to play years to come, and that leveling that character isn't just a waste of time where I wouldn't be able to play on it months to come because the server is either dead or doesn't even exist anymore. That's why oftentimes I'm getting emails or messages from people saying, yo, we have this super special, amazing private server coming out. Can you make a video about us? I'm like, what's the point? Number one, nobody cares. You have 100 people on your Discord server, 5 people online on your PTR, and it's one of 800 other 3.3.5 servers that have some custom features, and you think you're special, you deserve so much. And then people come on the server, let's say 50 people if you're lucky on the launch day, they realize there's nobody to play with basically, and it dies again. There's literally hundreds of servers like that, and these private server owners thinking, oh, everybody's now going to leave Warmain and Turtle WoW and Ascension and they're going to come over to my server. Why would they do that? With zero promotion, zero budget, zero marketing, nobody's ever heard of it and nobody ever will hear of it because you're fighting for players' time. And players aren't going to invest into a server they've never heard of for no reason. Oh, but you make a video about us, that will help. Ideally for free, of course. You know, we didn't do anything to promote it, but we're reaching out to you. You waste your time. Kill your channel. Because nobody's gonna watch that video, that's for sure. You do it before we do any further steps, okay? What universe are you living in? What do you do if you play the same expansion for the 10th time because you've played it before, you've played it on a number of private servers and so on, and you're going through this repetitive cycle? How do you make it interesting? Because I would like to play with other people, with friends and so on, but then it never lasts. As I said, the server dies, friends go about their work, about their families, and so the MMO cannot ever really be truly enjoyable as it should be. How are you still getting through? Because as I said, I'm still struggling even leveling this one character. I'm level 88 right now. Still almost 2 levels to go, but it feels like an eternity. And then I'm afraid what happens when I reach max level. It's just gonna be a little bit more of the same thing. Again, spamming dungeons on heroic difficulty. Pretty much the same thing. Raids, battlegrounds, and arenas. And struggling to find arena partners because everybody's busy, everybody sucks, everybody's toxic, nobody has time. Fucking hell, I died because I'm recording a video. Seriously, let me know your thoughts, what you think about this. What servers you would be playing now in 2025 that you truly find enjoyable. Thanks for watching. See you. Still in World of Warcraft, I'm not giving up.